All right, hello everybody. I hope everybody is doing well today. It is Friday, Freaky Friday, and I'm off. Ooh. And I have a couple of things to do this weekend, but today is my chill out day. I don't have anything to do this evening. I got the days mixed up. I thought that yesterday was Friday, and then today was going to be Saturday. So I kind of got my days mixed up. Therefore, my plans are kind of mixed up. But my plans also got canceled. So this has me a little bit all over the place. But I'm good now. I'm good. I hope all of you guys are doing good out there, taking care of you, as always, taking care of your family and your loved ones. I'm about to always run to the supermarket, but at least I'm going places that I'm not just shopping, and I have my mask. Because I was falling off for a minute. I wasn't doing too well. I kept forgetting the mask. And I kept this in the car as my eye mask for when I go to sleep. But I tell you, you can't breathe in this bad boy. So it's there like, I'm about to say emergencies, but I still don't use it. So anyway, I have my mask, so I am equipped to go out here and run to the supermarket and get a couple of things and bring myself back to the house and chill out for the rest of the evening. Probably get me a little bit of vino and listen to some music, watch a movie or two. I watched Sinbad yesterday. It's a Disney movie not Disney, DreamWorks from 2003. I really enjoyed that movie yesterday. It brought me joy. I'm a big kid when it comes to animation. All right, people. Like I said, I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you guys, if you have plans for the weekend, you enjoy yourself while being safe. Being mindful that there are some spikes in different areas of the country. So keep your distancing. Make sure you're washing your hands, using your sanitizers, and stay in as much as possible. But if you are going to go out, definitely keep your distance. Housekeeping rules. If you have any questions, any comments, any feedback, any scenarios, any advice that you may want, please send me an email at sugarfreelifecoaching@yahoo.com. If you're interested in any kind of budget coaching, hit me up on sugarfreelifecoaching@yahoo.com, and we can schedule something and work it out so you can get on point for the rest of 2020 and going forward. What else? I think that's about it. SLS me as always. I need you to subscribe, like, and share. I appreciate it. I appreciate the comments that are left here at the bottom. If you don't want to leave comments at the bottom, sugarfreelifecoaching@yahoo.com is here for you. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get into our topic of this Friday. And I wrote a list because it's going to be a couple of things that I want to list off. And this today, ladies and gentlemen, is a challenge. Okay, and it's not going to be a 30-day challenge or a week challenge or annual week challenge. Annual challenge. This is a life challenge, people. Okay, so hopefully you take these into consideration and be mindful with the other things that you do while you're interacting with others. So today is a courtesy life challenge. Okay, it's about being courteous to other human beings, regardless of race, because I see it within the same races, outside the races, just human beings interacting with one another. We have to be mindful on how we interact with one another, because when you aren't mindful of it, you can be rude. You can step on somebody's toes, not literally but figuratively, and you can offend somebody, and that can escalate. Okay, I had an interaction a few months ago that escalated. This took me out my box. It took me out my box. But it's about common courtesy and having communication between one another without it being, ugly or disrespectful. So over time, I've come up and I noticed that there were some things that were bothering me, and I don't know if they're bothering everybody else, and that's why I say just be mindful going forward that there may be things that bother you that you want to, when you see it happen with somebody else, maybe your children, a family member, just in a kind way, tell somebody to be mindful of those things, because you never know how it could rub somebody the wrong way. Okay, now some people are sensitive, and nobody got time for all that sensitivity, but just overall common courtesy when interacting with one another, I think will go a long way. And it will, decrease the discord that goes on within, within our society. So just let's keep in mind. So we're going to go with this. And I wanted to say real quick too, these things, please teach your young people, especially your little people. Because when they're young, if you put these things into them, you instill these things into them, they may lose their minds when they're around teenage years and early 20s, and they act like they didn't have any home training, like you didn't teach them anything about being mannerable and being respectful. They go through that phase. But when they get off of that crazy high horse or whatever it is that these teenagers and young people are on sometime, when they get off and they start to kind of kill out and become young adults, they'll remember the things that you taught them. So make sure that you're teaching your young people this, because it's even worse whenever you see young people being rude and disrespectful. I look at the parents. I look at the adults in their life. I look at the child with my face turned up, but I definitely give the business the crazy eye to the adult that's with the child, because that's your fault. All right, so let's start with number one. First and foremost, I think this is primary in every walk of life. Say thank you. Somebody does something nice for you. Somebody held the door. Somebody passed you something that you were reaching for. Say thank you, because they didn't have to do it. That door did not open on its own. It didn't stay open and wait for you. Somebody held it. I used to have to tell people when my son held the door and they walked through it. I'm like, excuse me, you have to tell him thank you because he held the door for you. And, some people, they just weren't paying attention. And it happens. You're having a conversation, you're on the phone, your mind is somewhere else, and you may not be paying attention. But I'm that type of mama that be like, you see that young man holding that door for you? Say thank you. And people have. I never had an issue. So don't forget to do that, people. What else? Oh, goodness. All right, so I work in customer service, right? But I don't work directly with customers. So they don't see me and they don't hear me unless I'm calling them or speaking to them in regards to their business. If you are working in customer service, face-to-face, in public, don't curse when you're at work. That is so unprofessional and disrespectful to your customers. Because at the end of the day, your customers pay your bills, okay? We're the ones who put, our money into whatever services or whatever products that store or that company is offering, and that, therefore, takes care of insurance and takes care of your weekly pay, your hourly rate, whatever it is. Don't be disrespectful when you see us walking around. I was walking, and of course this is Walmart, but I was walking in Walmart, and this woman just having a conversation like she's, not at work. So I had to take a double take, like she was passing me by, and, when she started cursing, I looked behind me, and then I looked back again to see if she had on a little smock or whatever, and I'm like, ma'am, and she was older. I mean, I get it. You in Walmart, you have all types of walk of life. I get that. But you still have to have some kind of courtesy and respect for your customers and for the company that you work for. Like, come on, let's do better. So stop cursing. And then even, even a company, things are so different now. A company has sent me an email, and what it said? Okay, it said, then they put the little crap emoji. Did you get a gift for him? So it's OSH ... Did you get a gift for him? And it's that emoji of poop. Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I'm not your friend. I am your customer. Who are you talking to? People, they're just way too comfortable. People are way too comfortable. And this is an actual business who marketing said, let's go with this. Let's go ahead and use this emoji. And my son said, they want to be relatable. They want to act like they're your friend. You're not my friend. You're not my friend. You are a business that wants me to purchase something from you. Don't talk to me like that. So just please be mindful whenever you're in earshot of any customers. Be mindful to not curse. All right? Thank you. Oh my goodness, this is a peeve of mine. When there's a long line and you're standing in it or you're sitting in it, do not get to the window and start pulling out your purse, your wallet, start digging in your pockets, guys looking for your money. Don't do that. You've been standing in this line all this time. Have your method of payment ready when you get to that register. Because Man, I mean, I'll be huffing and puffing. It don't make no sense. You've been here for over 5 minutes waiting online. Why would you not have your debit card or your credit card or your cash ready when you finally get up there? You're at the drive-thru. You put your thing through the speaker. You put your order through the speaker. They tell you how much it is. Have your money ready. Have your money ready. There's no need to be standing there when you see this long line to be sitting there digging for money at that time. She told you it was going to be 73 cents. Stop looking for 3 pennies at the last minute. Have your money ready and your form of payment ready whenever you get to the register. Thank you. Please. And thank you again. Yes, I thank you twice. All right. And speaking of drive-thrus, because my niece had to bring this to my attention a little while ago when we did talk about having courtesy. Windshield wipers. And I went through a drive-thru the other day and a young lady said, please turn on your windshield wipers when you come up to the window. It makes sense. Us as drivers, and if you never worked fast food before, you don't know that when the wiper goes over to whatever, the left or the right, it throws the water onto the people. I didn't even think about that. I know I've definitely been, what's the word? I've been a cause of getting people wet over the years. I had no clue. But when my niece started working at a drive-thru at a fast food, she threw that out at me, and I'm guilty. I'm guilty, but no more am I guilty, okay? I am innocent because I turn those things off whenever I pull up to the window. So that's what I'm talking about, life courtesies. Doesn't have to be for 30 days, for a week. This is for your entire life. Anytime you drive up to a drive-thru, cut them windshield wipers off and give them people their money because you were ready for them when you drove up. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, holding conversations in the middle of the street in your car. Like, I can't even get the words. That really ticks me off. Pull over. If you want to talk to your friend, I dig it. I get it. You know, you didn't even know you was going to see him or her. Hey, how you doing? Pull over, okay? Pull over. Cut it out. You know, stop having these conversations, stopping your car right there like this is your street. This is not your driveway. Move over. Have the courtesy for the other people who are coming and going and need both sides of the street. Move. Okay. I have dedicated an entire segment to this. It still holds true. Use your headphones or put the phone to your ear. Stop using stop using speakerphones in public. Nobody wants to hear your music, your conversation that you're on. I mean, I guess if you're on hold, you know, you got that automated music playing, I guess that's okay. But when people start talking, put that phone to your ear, put your headphones in. Again, $5 at Walmart. I don't know if they're 2 for $5 anywhere else, but you could just get you some inexpensive headphones. Keep some in your car, keep some in your purse, keep some in your pocket, keep some in your wallet. Just keep them all over the place so nobody has to hear your conversation. We want to mind our own business. You make it very difficult. And I make faces. And I make comments to people's conversation. It's public because you put it out in the public. So let's do better and make sure that we're not having conversations with our speakerphones in public. All right, keeping it moving. Oh, goodness. Kids in restaurants. Get them kids out. If you don't know how to have your kids sit still, and I get it. They move a lot. They have a lot of energy. If they had anything sweet to eat, they have more energy. If there's any other children that's with them, they get amped up. Get it. You should get it too. Don't come to a restaurant where it's kind of quiet, it's kind of nice, and you have your children moving and running around and not listening to you. I mean, and then sometimes people don't even tell their children to have a seat and to be quiet. So take them to McDonald's or somewhere that has a play area, Chick-fil-A or something. You know, don't bring them to a restaurant where people are paying their money and trying to have a quiet conversation with somebody, a friend or a couple of friends, or just sit there alone and have some quiet time and your kids is running all over the place and I got to keep putting on my glasses, giving you the crazy look. Have control of your children or don't bring them to that type of restaurant. Okay? It's common courtesy. Think about others, because I don't think you would want that if you were, you know, having a night out without the children and you go to a restaurant, people got their kids. You're not going to be a happy camper. So let's do unto others. There we go. There we go. We're almost done. Okay. Hurry up crossing the street. Stop taking your time. Like, you got the right of way. You know, if a car is stopped, even in the parking lots, you know, granted, it's a two-way in the parking lots. You know, it's about them and it's about you. But have enough courtesy to do a little trot. You know, like, act like you moving a little fast for the car. You know, you jump in front of the car as if you have the right of way. You don't have the right of, I mean, you do, but don't act like this car don't weigh a couple of tons. Like, it can't hurt you. So be respectful to the driver and be respectful to the vehicle, and don't want to get run over. Just walking out. Don't even give nobody no eye contact or no hand and say thank you or, hey, is it all right? You got to communicate. Again, courtesies among human beings. Communicate in a respectful manner. All right, last but not least, and super important during these times or any other times, people, wash your hands when you leave the restroom. That's beyond courtesy. But let's just think about others, because obviously you're not thinking of yourself. So let's think about others. Nobody wants you to leave a stall and touch the daggone handle and walk out the door and touch the button for the elevator or touch another door handle to leave out. Wash your hands. Like, how you using the bathroom anyway and not washing your hands? And the women, y'all just disappoint me sometimes. And I'm yelling, you know, I'm making comment from a stall because I'm like, wait, you didn't wash your hands? Because I'm listening, you know, and sometimes they're already going. I'm like, wait a minute, that was door. Oh, they left. And then I'm saying something, but it's too late. Wash your hands. There shouldn't be a need for a sign behind the door when you first come out the restroom to say, wash your hands. You should know to do this. Grown people, young people, parents, teach your children, have common courtesy for others. If you don't wash your hands at the house, that's cool. That's your house. That's your germs. That's your people. But when you out in public, that's not. I don't know you, okay? Get right. Wash your hands. All right. I think I've thrown out all my little gripes and all the things that I hope people are mindful of when they're interacting with other people. And I'm sure that there's other things that I did not mention and couldn't think of that, you know, we can use more of in our daily interactions. So just pass that on. If there's somebody, you know, again, a young person, a friend, you know, just let them know, hey, have you ever given thought to A, B, and C? You know, maybe you want to do E, F, and G. And then they'll say, oh, okay, you know what? You're right. It's about communication, party people. It's about communication. It's so important. It's so important. I've been watching a television show. I'm just going to say it, Insecure. And the last one, they had this really great conversation between the adults. And it was so impressive because that's what's missing, I think, in a lot of relationships, whether they are, you know, intimate relationships, friendships, you know, platonic, relatives, you know, family, just conversation among people. And it doesn't always have to be deep, but just to communicate something to people, it makes a world of a difference. So I'm hoping that, you know, with this challenge, this life challenge that I threw out here, that you guys take me on that challenge and take me up on that challenge and make some changes in your life. And hopefully it has a rippling effect, and we all kind of, in a sense, as humans, pay it forward. So everybody have a great weekend. What else? Be safe. Wear your mask. I'll be wearing mine. Wear your mask. Use your hand sanitizer. Keep your distance, as I said earlier, and as you already know, because it's all over the place. So just keep it up, and that's it. So you take care of you as always, and deuces.